Today I'm going to talk about laundry when you're homeless, and this would work for van dwellers, RVers, whatever. Right now I happen to be up at somebody's place of employment. Well, their business, they rent this space. It's a warehouse. It's filthy and disgusting, and sometimes I sleep on that floor. Anyway, so a lot of my online friends are concerned, oh, but how are you going to do your laundry, and how are you going to keep clean, and, this sort of thing. So, anyway, it would be so much easier, of course, for me to do this if I had someone to hold the camera, which I don't. But basically this, which you could get on Amazon, or you could get it on eBay, this very nice pearlescent blue laundry basin. I love this washboard basin. It's you have a spout for pouring easily. You have built-in, it's all one piece, and they have rubber at the bottom so it doesn't skid around when you're using it. And basically I take, in this case, a bandana, and I stick it into the basin. And it's really convenient that it's all in one, and I also find that these ridges work better than the old-fashioned washboards. Like, I have a vintage one from my grandma, and it's I got two actually from her. One is glass and one is metal. And the metal one, I mean, they both work okay, but they're big, they're easily broken. The metal one is lightweight wood with aluminum, so that one is lighter than the other one, obviously, but neither of them I don't think are as effective as this. This molded, these ridges are pretty deep, so anyway, this is like $12.99 on Amazon, and the price varies. You would look it up under Japanese bargain washboard basin, and they're readily available. I've seen them in other colors that look like the same mold but just different color. I really do like the pearlescent blue one though. And you fill this up with water and soak it. Once it's nice and soaked, I have this bottle which I refill from a larger one that I have in the storage place. And obviously this all works only if you have room to store a big bottle. If you're like street level homeless, obviously this is going to be very difficult. I do have a solution. If you're street level homeless, you may not be able to use, like actual laundry product, but let's say if this was something that was dirty and you wanted to wash it, you could take it to a sink in a bathroom that you go into, and you can wash it in the sink with whatever soap is available in the sink. And then I have one of these, I have two of these actually, a pink one. They come in a set of two, pink one and a blue one. They're identical, and you see how deep those little grooves are. And so you could easily hand wash any item. There's like a mini washboard, and you can easily hand wash any item in any sink. And after you wash it, you just squeeze it out as best you can with your hands. And if you have a plastic bag, that's the best. You could throw it in a plastic bag, and then you can hang it off of wherever to dry. Maybe a shopping cart, or a railing somewhere, or whatever. I mean, most people ignore the homeless. We are literally invisible to most people. So, I mean, hanging a bandana over a railing somewhere, it's like, pretty much people just keep walking by you. They don't even notice what you're doing. So, again, it takes a certain amount of preparation, knowing that you're going to be in these situations. But this is small. It can fit in a pocket of your coat or something, or in a duffel bag. And you don't need anything else. If you had to, you could survive, washing just small things, socks, underwear, whatever. with this. And I do consider being homeless to be sort of a spectrum. Where on the homelessness spectrum are you? How homeless are you? In other words, if you're the best possible scenario probably is the kind of homeless that I am, because I do have a vehicle that I can stay in, and I've got storage places. And once in a while I can come to a place like this, or, well, I would say a friend's house. Most of my friends are gone. Most of them have died, and one moved 3,000 miles away. So, anyway, so the long and short of it is that, I've been able to use these things. And once this is soaked nice and wet, I just put a couple drops of the detergent and then wash it against here. And I have one of these dollar store dish drying mats. They're super absorbent, and if I get a little water splashed on the table or whatever, it's no big deal. Not that this disgusting work table is anything to protect, but I'm just saying if you had to, just wash it up, and it's really, really easy. It gets it so clean. You literally cannot tell the clothing that I've put in the washing machine versus the clothing that I've put in here to wash. If you're a girl and, you want to get, like, certain female-related soilage out of, like, certain garments or whatever, that time of the month, you just use some peroxide. And I use peroxide for, like, everything. I love it. So then, if you don't have access to a sink, which I don't in this warehouse, we got water, and this is tap water also in a pump, and I can use that. Now what I would do is take the garment out of this, put it into the bucket, empty out that water, the dirty water, and then I can take this and I can put the pump over it a few times, rinse, repeat a couple times, and finally, when I'm pretty satisfied that I got the soap out, just hand wring it. I do have a salad spinner. I left it in the van, and a salad spinner is also just so helpful. You just put your piece of cloth, whatever it is, sock, underwear, whatever, into the salad spinner, and then as you go around with the handle, it spins the item. I know this because of doing dolls. I'm a doll collector, and that's how you wash vintage Barbie clothes. As you wash them by hand and then you salad spin them. So it works very well for my things. As far as like jeans and stuff like that, I don't wear those. I wear spandex pants in the winter. I wear, or sometimes shorts, spandex shorts most of the year, and then I have bandanas, and I have just normal stuff, bra, panties, and tank tops. I don't wear t-shirts. If I did, I could still wash it here. But I don't wear t-shirts. They're too hot for me. Anything with sleeves is too hot for me. I have MS, and I have heat intolerance from MS, so my challenge is to stay as cool as possible all the time. And I really don't feel the cold the way other people do. I don't need to be bundled up, so that helps too with cutting down on laundry production. Anyway, so that's how I've been able to keep my clothing clean, and when I'm here, I can hang it on a rack over there, and when it's in the van, I can hang it on a line that I got that goes across from one side of the van to the other. I try not to let laundry build up. There is no laundry day. If I have a soiled piece, I wash it immediately and let it dry, because I really only have a couple pairs of underwear and a couple shirts to rotate between, a couple pairs of socks. Most of all the rest of my stuff is in storage. and there's really no need for me to have like a lot of clothing up here. So anyway, that's basically what I've been doing, and it's very simple. Again, I understand there are some people who won't be able to even do this based on your circumstances. But, if I didn't have this as an available option, I would bring this thing in my pocket and a plastic bag, and I'd go into Walmart or someplace or wherever, Target, wherever, and very discreetly, there's plenty of times so there's nobody in the bathroom with you, and just rinse it out. And even if you got caught, most people don't care what you're doing. And, if they even look at you funny, you could be like, oh, dropped it in the mud outside. Oh, I don't want the stain to get in. And that's it, You don't have to make a big deal out of it. And, I can carry this with me. This has no odor. It's scent-free. I have severe allergic reaction to scented chemical products. So I use that to wash my laundry. I wouldn't want to use the stuff they have there, but anyway, like I said, and then just rinse it out and stick it back in the plastic bag and hang it up in the van. That would be one way to do it. You can also, in the back of a Walmart parking lot, like where I stay for Ren Fair, I have, a, let's call it a gray water tank. It's all soap in there. And when you wash something and you pour the soap in there, and then I could just, pour it out in there's spaces where there's plants and bushes and stuff, and I could just pour it out or whatever. And I'm using environmentally friendly product. See? I don't feel a bit guilty pouring this out. I'm only using product, and year after year I go back and the same bushes are still alive. Same trees are still alive, so it's fine. This isn't hurting anyone. And so the reality is that I'm able to really keep things much cleaner than people would think. I do have also personal hygiene routines that involve a lot of the same stuff. So anyway, but this one I wanted to just focus on the laundry issue, since so many people do have issues about that.